Hello viewers, welcome to the channel Amazing Civil Engineering Studies. In today's video we are going to discuss about what is rat trap bond. Rat trap bond is also called the Chinese bond. It maintains a similar thickness as that of the brick laid by different methods. Rat trap bond wall develops the complicated network of bricks inside the wall that generates the space in which the rats can be easily trapped, so it is called rat trap bond. The main objective of utilizing this type of masonry bond is to decrease the number of bricks and amount of mortar required as compared to the English/Flemish bond. What is rat trap bond? Rat trap bond is a modular type of brick masonry bond in which the bricks are laid in a vertical position which creates a cavity in the wall while assuring the same wall thickness as in the case of the normal brick masonry wall. It is also known as Ochinese brick bond. Rat trap bond wall is one of the wall constructing methods of brickwork in wall construction. This method is containing minor differences while placing bricks during brickwork. Also, it is working on a void-making principle. It indicates there is space between the two blocks when placing on the layer. Brick's position in this procedure is vertical, so the brick face with fog remain inner face where hollow space is generated due to the upright position of the bricks. The main objective of this idea was to draw down cost in the material in construction as much as possible. Moreover, parallel, it reduced material requirements, and similarly, also it gives great thermal efficiency when it compares to the older pattern of brick masonry. The major thing that desires to note down is that due to this method, the strength of the wall is not affected. Materials utilized for construction of rat trap bond wall construction. The following are the materials used for construction of rat trap bond: brick, mortar, trowel, measuring tape, lining thread, wooden template, bricks. The size of the bricks utilized must be of ordinary size and the difference in size is not obtained. The adequate sizes of brick in Indian scenarios are: length 220 to 250 mm, width 100-115 mm, and height 65-75 mm. The perimeters and corners of the bricks must be flat and sharp and perfectly rectangular in size. Having a uniform size of bricks is vital as the masonry is the modular type and to obtain adequate strength and finish. The bricks should have a compressive ratio as usual as the quality of the bricks should not degrade. Mortar. The mortar should be mixed in a sufficient ratio of sand and cement as it plays an important role in the bonding of the brick. The mortar should be mixed in a sufficient ratio of sand and cement as it plays an important role in the bonding of the brick. Trowel. The trowel should be of a standard type for rat trap bond. It can be utilized for applying and spreading mortar. Measuring tape. The measuring tape should be standard and metallic, having 5 mm and 30 mm in length. it can be utilized for measuring the correct dimension. Lining thread. The lining thread is used for ensuring astraite wall. Wooden template. The wooden template is used for avoiding mortar falling into the cavity. Rat trap bond construction. The procedure of the rat trap bond construction are as following. The bricks are placed in a vertical direction so that the 110 mm face is seen from the front elevation, rather than the 75 mm face. Considering brick of ordinary size 230 mm times 110 mm times 75 mm. Rat trap bond wall thickness is 230 mm or 9. As the width of the wall is kept as 230 mm, a cavity is generated inside of the wall. But, the first and the last layer of the brick masonry is created as the convention-sold masonry. In the sill, lintel, and sides of openings are created of solid masonry, without cavity, for fixing frames. To strengthen the brick masonry, vertical and horizontal reinforcement bars are contributed in the cavities. Electrical conduits and plumbing pipes, with previous planning, can be settled inside the cavity for decent aesthetics. Maximum brick wall height per day. The extreme rat trap bond brick wall height per day should not be over more than 9 layers. The added weight by each different brick layer, course, requires to be taken by the mortar. The mortar, however, requires time to harden and to be able to hold a load of brick course without formulating cracks under the heavy load. These cracks generally cannot be detected, still, they are there and will decrease the total strength of the masonry wall. Curing of rat trap brick bond. A brick wall requires to be cured for at least 7 days. Many times a day, water requirements to be poured over the brick wall. The walls are mainly very much uncovered to wind and sunshine and the moisture. Water of the wall will be dried out relatively quickly. Though, to gain the proper bearing strength, the mortar requires certain water content for hardening. Pointing in rat trap bond. The major purposes for pointing the surface of the brickwork or block joints are to enhance its weather resistance and to provide a neat finish to the work. Pointing can be executed as construction of the brickwork proceeds, utilizing conventional mortar in which the bricks are bedded. An additional method is to complete the masonry work first and then create the pointing work with a 1:2 cement mortar later. The junctions must be raked out to the thickness of about 1 to 1.5 centimeters, brushed, washed, and fill up with a 1:2 cement mortar. Several rules for laying the bricks for rat trap bond. Clean and locate corner. Always clear the surface where bricks are to be laid before beginning the procedure. If any dirt existing between the plinth level and brick masonry, the bonding of cement will be decreased and occur in likely dampness and fix the corner of the wall. The layout. 2 courses of bricks should place along with the wall line without mortar by vacating a 1 cm gap for the mortar joint. Bricks should be established such that simply shine or fit in there and assure the brick cross is maintained. Mortar bed. After removing the dry layer, put the entire bed of mortar and furrow it with the trowel. Corner bricks. The corner bricks will be carefully seated by laying all the bricks with the frog inside the cavity wall to develop a palazing outer surface. Mason's line. After completing the positions of corner bricks, fix the mason string at both sides of the wall. Put the top outside the perimeter of bricks to this line, and make sure the lower perimeter of brick is rapidly over the course below. Fix brick cross. The first and second courses of brick should be put between 2 corners without a vertical mortar joint. In addition, fill the mortar after properly placing the brick cross. Laying up corner. Construct the corner of the wall after the first and second courses of brick are placed, which should be generally 5 courses greater than the first course. Mortar. The mortar should be applied simply to the top of bricks already laid for horizontal joints. Plywood template should be utilized while applying the horizontal joints to avoid the mortar falling into the wall cavity. Use of level. Inspection with mason's level for alignment after the laying course at the corner, bringing the corner is leveled and plumbed. Laying bricks between corner. Mortar should not be too far forward from the existing laying of bricks to assure good bonding. Cut off the additional mortar with using trowel and work back in new fresh mortar as each brick is laid. Mason should work just from one side because it is not good that 2 masons work from 2 different sides, as it might develop undesirable gaps that will be tough to close without distorting the exact bond. Avoid dead mortar. Utilizing the dead mortar will weaken your cement-sand ratio and may reduce the strength of the wall. Top layer. Later complete construction, close wall cavities within a top layer by lying with headers or rowlocks depending on the prefixed height of the completing the wall. Precaution while constructing rat trap bond. The following precaution should be taken while constructing rat trap bond masonry. In the masonry work should be utilized only decent quality bricks with no cracks should be utilized. Specific care and supervision by an engineer should be executed while constructing. Skilled labor requires to be applied while constructing the wall. An adequate mix of mortar should be conserved to hold the bond tightly. Inaccurate bricks with incorrect shape and size which are not straight and the ends of the brick not having sharp edges should be ignored. The frog of the brick should be overlooking the wall side. Application of rat trap bond. The following are the major application of rat trap bond. It is an application for the structure where expenditure and energy conservation are complicated. Several of the applications of the rat trap bond are as follow. It can be utilized for low-cost construction because of the number of bricks and similarly the volume of mortar needed to establish the wall lessens. It is utilized for buildings where thermal comfortability is to be conserved. Wall having a thickness of 9, approximate 23 centimeters, is relevant for utilizing a raw trap bond. It can be also utilized for low load bearing walls up to 3 stories. Rat trap bond advantages. The advantages of rat trap bond brick masonry are as follows. The few benefits are offered underneath. This method is flexible based on its limited consumption of construction material means it give benefits in material costing. This method using roughly 30% fewer bricks moreover 50% less mortar compared to regular masonry. The number of bricks utilized in the building of rat trap bond masonry is 470 bricks, whereas, in common masonry, it is 550 bricks. Many people ignore utilizing this method due to the unawareness of this method. However, the strength is as comparable as the earliest method of bricklaying. Rat trap bond disadvantages. The disadvantages of rat trap bond brick masonry are as follows. This kind of construction is not able to resist sound. Thus, the soundproof wall is not feasible this way. Mason has to be careful while placing bricks. More care must be adopted while designing the wall length and heights for the structure. Particular attention and care to be allotted while constructing and designing rat trap bond masonry. Pre-training is needed if workers are not aware of this pattern of bricklaying. If not feasible, then employed experienced workers, hence the cost of a worker may rise. As usual, a raw trap brick wall requires cleanness of the external surface, if not plastered, every 3 years. Following care should be taken while utilizing this pattern. First of all, the quality of bricks is always checked before utilized, quality with ordinary size, and even sharp perimeters. The surface layer or primary bottom layer and last or topmost layer of the wall should be strong where no usage of vertical bricks. Different areas like sill and lintel levels at opening or sides of opening have to be strong, so it is easy to contribute strength to fix frames for door and windows. If the building needs additional power, then we can adopt reinforcement bars to set vertically at hollow space and corners and further at around openings of doors to resist earthquake impacts of the building. In this case, advanced planning and creative work are needed to establish electrical appliances and plumbing pipes. To sum up all aspects, this way of construction has all-around cost in conserving on cost is about 25% of a utilized by building value by traditional 9-inch brickwork construction. As per the investigation or analysis, 350 bricks per CFM in the old method, while in this rat trap bond method, it needed only 250 blocks. Moreover, mortar consumption. FAQs, rat trap bond. What is rat trap bond in brickwork? Rat trap bond is a type of brick bonding in masonry work where bricks are laid vertical in a direction so as to create a cavity within the bricks instead of laying the bricks horizontally. It can also be called Achinesa bond. Is rat trap bond load bearing? Having a strong structure, rat trap bond can be used in the load-bearing structures as well as in non-load-bearing structures such as partition walls. Thanks for watching.
For now, please subscribe, like, share and do not forget to press bell icon.